Hello everyone, this is Munish. You are watching CRIMETAK English and I welcome all of you to CRIMETAK family. I hope everyone in the family is doing well and fine. Now in life, justice is very important and today I am going to tell you story about a couple who fought for justice. And this story is also important for every one of us, that how important it is in life to make sure that the right decisions are made, no matter what our friends are telling us, what our relatives are telling us. And sometimes it may be very harmful for us to just believe on what the others are saying and not making the right decision at that point of time. Now, this story is a very positive story, and I am very closely attached to this story because I was waiting for this day. A Mumbai couple which was sent to 10 years of imprisonment. They were jailed for 10 years in a foreign country. They fought for it and now they will be returning India because what the court found, that the allegations against them, the case in which they were convicted, that is not true. And it was all possible because of the high spirit of that couple and also the support they got from their family members. So I will tell you the story about Oniba and Sharik Qureshi, a Mumbai couple who were in their 30s, and it was year 2019 when they decided to travel abroad. Now, what happened at that point of time, my friends, that they were told in June 2019 by their auntie that she wants them to go on a second honeymoon. They were already married, and the auntie said that you guys should go on a honeymoon. Just see the normal behavior of any person. If someone is telling you, if you guys are married, I am unmarried, but if someone is sponsoring a foreign trip to me to a beautiful country, then I'll say, I'm very happy. She's someone very caring, and no, I should go. So both Oniba and Sharik Qureshi both decided that they will be going for their second honeymoon, sponsored by their aunt, and they decided to go to Qatar. Now it was June 2019 when they took a flight from Mumbai International Airport to Qatar and they arrived at Hamad International Airport. But the moment they arrived, their trouble started. And what happened, my friends, that when their luggage was being, it was being checked at the airport, because for every arriving person, according to their system and according to even our system, that it will go through an X-ray machine. And when their luggage was being checked, they found that there are some narcotics in the bag. The authorities were alert. They checked what was there in the bag and they found 4.1 kilograms of hashish. Hashish is a banned narcotic substance. It is banned in our country, and when it comes to countries like Qatar or any Middle East country, the rules are very strict as far as narcotics are concerned. And they both were detained. Oniba and Sharik both were detained in their 30s, early 30s. And it was very shocking for them because they never knew that it was inside the bag. When they were interrogated, they told the authorities, the Qatar authorities, that basically it is their aunt who gave them this particular bag, and she told them that it is gutka. It is gutka for some of the relatives living in Qatar, and it should be handed over to them. But what she told, that the relatives will be contacting Sharik, that he has to give this bag to the particular person, and he never suspected anything. He just took the bag, put it inside the big luggage, and then they traveled to Qatar. So they told that it was their aunt Tabassum who booked the flights, who sponsored the entire trip, and then they got this idea that it was basically the plan of their aunt Tabassum, and they have been basically in trouble now. But the rules are rules. They were immediately arrested. They were put inside Qatar jail, and once they were jailed, then the trial started, and soon they were convicted. They were sentenced for 10 years of jail. And when Oniba Qureshi, the wife of Sharik Qureshi, when she went to Qatar, then only she realized that she is pregnant. And my friends, ladies and gentlemen, when she was inside jail, then she delivered a baby there, inside jail. How horrible it can be for a couple, for a person who have gone to a foreign country for some exciting days for their second honeymoon, and they are getting to know that they are becoming mother and father, and then they are put inside a prison. It was terrifying for them, but they were inside jail. Oniba delivered a baby. They named Ayat. I like the name Ayat personally. Beautiful name. So the case was going on. But Sharik's father had this idea that if he goes to Qatar and start fighting for justice, then something can be done. So he contacted the Indian embassy in Qatar and he started fighting this case. The Qatar authorities were informed about this, but like any other accused, the Qatar authorities thought that this is an excuse because every time they detain a person with some narcotics, the first excuse was this bag doesn't belong to me. I don't know how it came in my baggage or luggage. This is the first excuse, and this was the reason given by Oniba and Sharik in this case. So they were not ready to believe. But Indian embassy in Qatar, they decided to fight this case. They informed the Qatar authorities. The Qatar authorities told them that if you have any evidence, just produce before us. But our trial will go on. And in the lower court, they were convicted. Soon they were convicted while they were in jail. And they were sentenced for 10 years. It went to the High Court. There also they lost the case. But the Indian embassy contacted the Narcotics Control Bureau in Bombay. So the Narcotics Control Bureau also started their own investigation, parallel investigation. The case was lodged by the Qatar authorities, but here they started building a case. And when they investigated, then they found that it was actually Tabassum Qureshi, the aunt of Sharik Qureshi, who had given this particular bag with 4.1 kilogram of hashish, a banned narcotic substance, as gutka. And basically she wanted them to transport, and that is why she made up this entire plan of second honeymoon, because she wanted someone to go deliver the narcotic substances, the drugs in Qatar, and because she never wanted to take that risk, she decided to make sure that Sharik is the one who is a transporter in this case, and this bag gets delivered. So this was the case. The Narcotics Control Bureau arrested Tabassum. She was detained in Bombay. And then the Qatar authorities were informed by the Indian embassy that this is a woman. And we have a statement from her. We have the entire plan also. And this is the woman who has done this. So we are ready to deport that person. But in exchange, you free these innocent couple, these innocent people who are now mother and father of one person. The case went on. It was appealed again before a competent court in Qatar. And finally, they have been acquitted in the case, and the court has said that whatever the trial court judgment was, it was based on the evidence which was before the court at that point of time, but now we have got some fresh evidence, and the court said that we are ready to believe as judge that these couple had nothing to do with this banned narcotic substances, these drugs, and they should be freed and they should be sent back to India. And Tabassum, the main accused in the case, the auntie of Sharik and Oniba, they should be brought to Qatar before the Qatar authorities, and then a fresh case should be lodged and should be put on trial. And what I have spoken when I spoke to few of my sources within the Ministry of External Affairs and Narcotics Control Bureau, what they believe and what they are trying to expedite this matter so that Oniba and Sharik can be brought to India as soon as possible. They can start their normal, happy life once again. And Tabassum, in the meanwhile, will be facing trial in the Qatar authorities. Now, what I wanted to tell you, my friends, through this story, that there might be cases where we believe blindly on our relatives and on our friends. But sometimes when we are traveling abroad, and when we think that we might be troubled because of one simple bag, in this case there was one simple bag, but there might be something very crucial about this thing. For example, there is if there is a bag or there is a courier for someone, make sure that you open that bag and then only you travel, until unless it is not come from someone who you can believe from bottom of your heart. Till that time, do not take risk. And second thing I wanted to tell you personally, that there might be time in our life that we might feel that some injustice has been done to us, but make sure that you fight for justice. And in this case, Oniba, Sharik, they fought for almost 2 years. And I will give it to the father of Sharik, who stayed in Qatar for 15 months. And every day he went to Indian embassy. He spoke to the Narcotics Control Bureau officers, and he ensured that his son and son's wife get justice in this case. So never ever give up on justice. I hope you like the video. If you have any suggestion, if you want me to tell you any story, just put it in the comment box. I'll be happy to tell you that story. And if you have any suggestion for me, you can freely tell me. Thank you so much for watching this.